Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 109 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And I know I say at the start of the episode it's a big episode, but I actually mean it today. It is a huge episode because we have Lyon in the second leg of the Champions League first knockout round. We need to win. We lost the away leg 3-2, so we have away goals, but we don't have the aggregate lead which we need. And then we go to Manchester City. And it's early yet to say it's a title decider. We'll have a look at the league table in just a minute. And this game isn't going to decide too much. But, it would be nice to not lose that one, wouldn't it? Even if we just come away with a draw, I think that would be a decent result. Now, since last episode, we have had the 3 games. And more or less, things have gone to plan. The Watford game, we should have won this game. We dominated it. We went ahead with the Lab. 85th minute they pulled it back, and they barely deserved it, to be honest. They hardly had a highlight all game, and then we have a really bad record against I'd say in this save that Watford's almost our bogey team, off the top of my head, or Wolves, somewhat annoyingly, but Watford always seem to give us a really tough game, no matter where they are in the league, no matter if it's home or away. We always have a tough time against Watford, so that was a little bit of disappointment. Then we played Bournemouth. Now, we did some, in between the 2 games, we did some chance conversion training, and it paid off. It really did. We were much better in this game. A really strong performance. Almeida got a goal. Rodrigo got 2. We were 3-0 up at the break and never really looked back from that. So that was a really good performance from us. And then we played Derby County. Where are we here? Derby County, there you are. And again, it was a really good performance. We were doing really well. We were already 2-0 up. Brian Carlos and Rodrigo with the goals. They got a booking. It was a shocking tackle on Casey Beck. Never in doubt that it was a red card. Nick Roberts added a third, and then the second half was just a bit of a canter. But you can see we dominated the game, and it was done before the red card in any case. So what does that mean for the league table, I hear you ask? Well, we are top. We are top because City lost to Spurs, thankfully. So that did us a massive favour. Thank you, Klopp. And so we do have that 1 point gap. So like I say, this game against City isn't going to determine anything, but it would be really nice if we don't lose and just stay ahead of them. Chelsea and United are still lurking there, but they'd need a really good run of form and both of us to drop off for them to sort of catch us. So yeah, it's looking okay in the league, but right now this is all about the Champions League, and it's all about this game against Lyon. Let's have a quick look at what we expect from them here as I quickly scroll backwards through screens to try and find what I'm looking for. We are evens favourites for this game. We just need to win. If we win 1-0, we're through. Obviously, that's how away goals work. We know that we don't have too much, because I don't have the French league loaded up, unfortunately. But we know how they played against us last time. I thought we were a little bit disappointing. It was the second half collapse, wasn't it? So we know what to expect from them. We know that we should be beating them because we were well and truly the best team, I thought, for most of the game last time out. But this is the team. It's Gaz Mosley in goal. And you will notice that Gaz Mosley no longer wants to leave. He's slightly concerned that I've broken promises, but requests have been removed. So Gaz is happy to be here once again, which is excellent news for us because he is developing into quite the goalkeeper. And he's still improving, which is impressive as well. It's Nepo, it's Rodrigo, Forster and Kosic as the back 4. Our first choice guys all back together again. Leroy and Stiller in midfield. Rashid, Pedro Enrique and Marin with the Lab up top. And there is a Goals of the Month at the end of this episode as well, so make sure you stick around for that after the Manchester City game to see all the best goals that weren't on episodes and some of the really good ones that were. So they're looking quite narrow there. They've gone the 2 up top. That's not how they played last time, of course, so you'd like to think we can get down the sides of them. Stig says pick up where they left off. I'm going to say, come on lads, keep our run going here. We have been, as I said, we have been in good form. I'd like to think that the first leg was just a bit of a slip up. It's a bit of a strange one squad-wise too, because we have to kind of balance. We need to have a strong team ready to go against Manchester City as well. So it's a little bit of a balancing act. Messi is almost back to full fitness. So he might be an option, maybe off the bench for Manchester City. I don't think he's going to be ready to start that one. But that's good, because we are perhaps a little thin for strikers right now. That might be something we need to look to address in the summer. Though we do have a lot of young strikers at the club. We have Brian Carlos, we have Scully, we have the young Korean kid that's coming through as well. So I don't want to block their path, because they are all potentially very good Premier League strikers. So it's a bit of a strange one there. It might even one of those where you look for an older person on loan or something to just fill in a gap. Nepo, it's pulled back. It hit the post twice there, I think. Unbelievable. All right, come on, boys. We're half an hour in now. Let's stop mucking around. Let's go get this goal. Silla from the corner. Good ball in. It's Marin. There it is. It's Jan Forster. Gives us the lead on the night, on aggregate. Second goal of the season for him. And that is what we needed. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. 1-0. Perfect stuff from the corner. We'll tell him to concentrate. It was looked like a bit of a rehearsed one there. Marin down to Forster. Keeper had no chance. And very, very static defensively there, weren't they? But there we go. There we go. We don't care about that. That is 3-3 on aggregate. If we can get another goal now, and I'd say we're sitting nicely. But as it stands right now, a goal for them breaks hearts, doesn't it? I'd like to not be in a situation where a 94th minute goal can put us out, if I'm honest. Manchester United absolutely destroying Porto. Look at that. What do we say to this? Do I say I'm not happy? You've played well so far. There's still room for improvement. Let's go with that. Yeah, I not thrilled with the position that we're in, but you'd rather be where we are than where Lyon are, that wouldn't you? There is always the option to look to go back and play on the counter-attack, but to be honest, I don't want to invite them on. I feel as though we're a good enough attacking team that almost attack is the best form of defense for us. What we might do is we might just look to take it off of expressive, not sort of give any specific instruction. That might be the way to go there, just to be a little bit safe. We're not closing down in any case, but just pick your moment to get forward, boys. Pick your passes, just that little bit careful, more careful than you otherwise would do. Kickoff highlight doesn't lead to anything, but they never really do they? Let's give it a demand more. We've dominated the game. We've really shut them down, but we did this in the first half against them last time, didn't we? And then we got somewhat embarrassed in the second half. Here we go again. Can we get this second goal? It's Alpha Silla. He crosses it in. It's Marin. It's headed away. And again, Leroy should pick that up. Leroy brings it forward out there for Kosic. Kosic back for Silla. What can Silla do? He jinks one out for Nepo. Can Nepo get a little bit of quality here? He can. It's a Rashid. Oh, it's Rashid again. Bernardoni in goals. I tell you what, he didn't have that sort of form at Everton, did he? Come on. Can we do it from the corner again? Silla knocks it in. It's a decent one again. It's out there for Rashid. Rashid brings it down. Leroy looks to shoot. Is that going to be a corner? It looks like it is. The Holte end roars, and we go again. This is decent pressure. I really, really want this goal, though, boys. Come on. Come on. Silla knocks it in. Again, it's a good one. Again, it's headed away. Rashid's at the edge of the area, and it's hacked clear, and we should get to that. We do with Kosic. Oh, we're doing well, but we need this goal, don't we? Come on, boys. Show some passion here. Oh, I did hit show some passion. The new Messi isn't having a great game. The Lab isn't having a great game, but I don't think the Lab's had a chance to do anything, if I'm honest. I'm going to praise, because we're doing well. We're doing well. Try and lift them a little bit more. I don't like that the goalkeeper's nervous. We might just start and be a little bit safe here. We'll just put the fullbacks back to support. Anything else we want to change? I'm rapidly wondering, with number 10 not having a great game, if maybe we look to take him off. Come on, boys. Come on. What do we say? Demand more. Demand more. Oh, we're getting to the point now where a goal for them is heartbreaking. It's not been Enrique's night. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna put in a DM. We're gonna bring on Sandro Tonali. Do that. The Lab will have to play as a deep lying forward. I'm sure he can. Full confidence in you, mate. Deep lying playmaker for Tonali. We'll look to put. We'll send him box to box. That's fine. We do need to keep some sort of threat, so we'll put Silla to attack. And here we go. We're into sort of the point where we're just, hanging on a little bit here. Slow it down. It's not as comfortable as I was hoping for. We should have put this game to bed, really, shouldn't we? Is this it? There's 20 seconds to go. I tell you what, when we got this draw, I didn't think we'd be hanging on for away goals to win. But Nepo's running into a little bit of trouble there. Marin, can he get across? Just keep the ball at this point. Look at your fullback. There we go. Good ball for Kosic. Can he get a ball? Maybe just go corner flag. There it is, boys. There it is. We're into the hat for the last 8. We deserve it. We really do deserve it. But I tell you what, I was hoping for something a little less stressful than that. We got away with one, boys, but that's okay. The important thing is we did get away with it. We had a bit of a poor performance in the first leg. Didn't really take our chances in the second leg. Might be doing some more chance conversion training, I think, before Manchester City. But we're into the hat, and that's the main thing. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back for Manchester City. Okay, welcome back. It is time to go to the Etihad and hopefully come away with some sort of result. You can see we're not the favourites for this one. Both teams are in decent form. This is what we expect. They're a Zinedine Zidane coached team, balanced playing mentality, standard playing style. And if we look at what we got from them in their loss to Spurs, you can see that's how we're expecting them to play. So the same as us, basically. Heat map, a little bit narrow. Maybe we can get down the sides of them. There's their passing network and their key passes. And this is the team we're sending out. We're going as strong as we can, basically. So this is a team. It's Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Nepo, Rodrigo, Forster and Kosic. It's Leroy and Silla in midfield. It's Rashid, Almeida, hoping for a big game from him. And Rodrigo down the left. Labadovic goes up top. Come on, boys. I almost went with Rodrigo up top and Marin down the left, but yeah, maybe I should have. I just have a feeling the Lab just always seems to get it done for us when we really, really need him. Challenge to pick up, to go out there and prove a point. Listen, calm. What do we say? The pundits, let's do it for the media today. Let's go out there and do it for the media. Some calm, we have faith. And let's go. It is away from home. A draw would be an absolutely stunning result here for us. Yeah, well, I don't know what to make of it. If we draw the game, it's also if we don't lose. If we draw the game, we come out of here with our lead intact. And that's sort of the best we can hope for. I think he goes in. Mbappe! Oh, good save from Gaz. Not sure how much he knew about it, but it was a good save by Gaz. So there we go. Let's give it a get creative here. Let's see if we can give them something to think about of our own. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit. Haven't had much of the ball yet. We just haven't settled as well as they have. And it has got to be a goal. How have we got away with that? That is absolute... There was a free kick for us. An absolute just... I don't know what that was. Just scrambles. Absolute scrambles at the back. We'll give it another get creative. We're starting to come back into it a little bit now. But they definitely started quick. But hopefully we've seen that off now. And we'll settle into our own game here and start and get stuff done. City throw. Can we nick that? Can we get a foot in? Don't lunge, but can we get a foot in? Doesn't look like we can. Oh, it's going to come again. Come on, boys. Come on. Keep your shape. Keep your shape. It's a good cross in from Mbappe, and that's easy for Gaz. Easy for Gaz. All right, come on, boys. Come on. Maybe a demand more is in order here. We haven't troubled them, have we? We haven't laid a glove on them as of yet. But as long as it stays where it is, we're not in a bad spot. I'm actually wondering if we perhaps close up the lines a little bit here. They're just trying to pass through us, and if we need to... Oh, was that... Gaz, what a save that was. Yeah, I'm wondering if we just make it a little bit more difficult for them to play. Come on, boys. Come on. Keep your concentration here from the corner, please, and thank you. They do have a good record of scoring corners, but I don't know why, because that's an absolute horror. Come on, boys. Come on. That was a strange highlight, actually. Not quite sure why we had to see that. Let's go with a concentrate coming into the break here. We haven't played well. Here goes Rodrigo. Oh, it's there, it's Lab! Oh, it's a cracking save. How is it? Edison, I think, still in goal for them. How has he saved that? He's just stuck out of hand. We've got away with it. Well, they've got away with it twice there. Rodrigo, that's defender Rodrigo. He knows a bit of a free kick whiz. It is Edison, and then he's rebound as well. He's managed to save that. Come on, can we get a bit of a sucker punch before the break? It's bouncing around. Rashid, have it, mate. Have it. Rashid! Oh, I thought that was in. I thought that was in. It was going over the bar. We haven't seen much from Almeida there as well. I don't think we can be happy with that, can we? It's got to be a not happy, boys. We're looking motivated, which is good. Kosic is looking nervous, which is bad. But here we go. I think when we closed up the lines, it did sort of change the flow of the game a little bit. Rashid, back post there for Rodrigo. He tracks it down. It's a kickoff highlight, so I don't think anything's going to happen. It's there with Nepo. Can't quite get it done. Do we look to make the change, Marin for Lab, and sort of switch things around? Oh, okay, we got away with it. Rodrigo. Maybe we should be playing Rodrigo up front. if he's going to tackle like that. Oh, it's deflected in. And we can't say it hasn't been coming because it 100% has. We'll give it a demand more. And we might need to look at changing something here. Almeida's not playing well. We never fails to let us down now, does he? He was so brilliant that one season. Almost single-handedly led us to the league title, our first title. That's over the bar as well. Something needs to change here because this is not going to plan. So, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we drop him back to support, perhaps? I think we need Marin on the field right now, don't we? It's not working as it is. Rodrigo up front he's not playing well, but you never know. We might just get something out of him by changing things around. Look to use Almeida more to sort of set up play rather than sort of get forward in the box and support. We'll give it a get creative. Are we exploiting the flanks? We are not, so we'll do that. We'll be more expressive now as well. What else can we do? Forster's not playing particularly well. We could make a change there, but yeah, we'll see how we go here. Silla's on the ball. There's always a chance with Silla's on the ball. Leroy back to Rodrigo. It's up. It's not good enough for Rodrigo, and Up's come away with it. Tackled away brilliantly there by Nepo, and Mosley picks up what could be considered a back pass, but it was ultimately a tackle, wasn't it? So we get away with that. Rolls it out for Rodrigo. This is becoming a bit of a long highlight now. Hopefully we're not going to do something stupid here. Forster goes long. I'm not quite sure that's what we need to be doing to get it into Rodrigo's feet. We might need to lower this tempo a bit if that's what we're doing. Dembele, Bernardo Silva. It's a good tackle again, but this is making me really, really nervous here. We haven't been at the races, have we? And if they were to get a second goal here, and there it is, we are pretty much done. I think we need to lower our tempo. What else can we do? What else can we do? We probably will need to counter press, and we'll probably need to get stuck in too, won't we? Yeah, it's not been a classic episode for us, has it? We haven't looked particularly good. Let's give it, I don't know, what do we say? Show some passion. Almeida's just not playing well. I should have left Thingo on the bench. What's his face? What is his face? Enrique. What we can do here, is we can put Silla forward. And let's bring AR on as well. We can send AR box to box. I like him in that role. Silla as the advanced playmaker. We'll put him on attack. Ronan Leroy's tied, but he's not doing too badly. You know what is worrying me, actually, is Forster's not having a good game. So let's do that, actually. We'll put AR back there. Tonali will have to go as the deep lying. Leroy, he can go box to box. Let's go Mazzella. Did I just hit undo? What do I undo there? There we go. And Mazzella, please. And thank you, game. Okay, that's everything. That's our 3 subs. Something has to change. The mistake I've made is I haven't given us the opportunity really to change the way we're playing too much because I don't have the right players on the bench. Let's go close them down. There's nothing else we can really do. Let's not exploit the flanks because that's not really working. We'll go more direct. We'll play with some more width and just see what can happen. It's going to take a little bit of a miracle from here, isn't it? I don't know what it is about our team this year. I just don't think... I don't know if it's not that we're not as good or if the other teams have improved. But we just don't seem to have it. Free kick given. I mean, it's the end of the game. Even if we get a goal here, it's not going to change the outcome of the game. It was better, wasn't it? We got better as the game went on, but you wouldn't really know it by looking at our match ratings. Rashid's randomly had an absolutely belting game. Yeah, that's really... I'm actually quite frustrated at that. I'll have to go back and look at maybe the press conference and the team talk and see if something hasn't quite added up in there. 6 key passes in a losing team. Rashid he's just been absolute quality for us this year. He's far and away been our best player, I think. But yeah, sorry guys, that wasn't really what I was expecting from this episode, if I'm honest. But there we go, it's happened. If we look at the league table, it's only 2 points back. Chelsea starts to come into the conversation. If United win their game, again, they're back in the conversation as well. But anyway, guys, wait right there. Before we end this episode, we're going to end on a high and find out our quarterfinals opponent in the Champions League. Alright, it's time for the quarterfinal draw. Let's finish this thing on a high. Now, I should just quickly say we did get our youth intake. Nothing really there, to be honest. There's a couple, Hackett was already there. There's a couple here that are like 2.5, maybe 3-star players, which aren't terrible. I think a 2-star player is sort of like a Premier League standard player. 3-star is a good Premier League player sort of thing. So, yeah, there's a couple there. Maybe we might get a centre-back out of Woolley, though to be fair, he can't jump, so probably not. We might get a goalkeeper out of Jack Stockton, maybe a backup, but again, I don't think so. So a little bit disappointing, to be honest, the youth intake this season, but, you get that sometimes. But let's not worry about that. Let's have a look at who we can get in this last 8 of the Champions League. It is, of course, an open draw now. Lots of English teams in there, which I don't like. But it's Arsenal behind my head here, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Manchester United. And then you can see Dortmund, Liverpool and Sevilla. Sevilla seems the obvious one you want, doesn't it? Outside of that, it's probably Dortmund would be second favourites. Atletico Madrid, we're first out of the hat. We're at home, and it is against Arsenal. Oh, they knocked us out in the quarterfinals. Was it 2 seasons ago? That's a really disappointing draw, isn't it? I don't like playing other English teams in Europe or any sort of same league team in Europe. The rest of the draw is okay. To be honest, but Arsenal it is. Now, Arsenal aren't having the best season they could be in the league. Where are they? If we have a look at competitions here, they're down there in 5th, but they're still a dangerous team, aren't they? So that's next episode, isn't it? We will be back next episode for Manchester United away. Now, as you've just seen, Manchester United are 3rd. They could potentially go ahead of us on goal difference in that one. Well, we'll see how we go in the other games, but they have a very strong goal difference. And then we'll have Arsenal at home in the first leg of the quarterfinal of the Champions League. That's going to be massive. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And here are our goals of the month for February. Take care.